And God's original heart and intent was something that he spoke to us about for that area. And it was through the verse, "Proclaim liberty throughout all the land and unto the inhabitants thereof," which was cast into the Liberty Bell over 250 years ago, but is still, we felt, really his heart and intent for that area.
The thing that impacted me most about my time in Bolivia was the difference in poverty in America and the difference with Bolivia. The homeless people, the street orphans in Bolivia and the streets of Santa Cruz, they literally have nothing. They have no family, they have no friends really, they have no material possessions other than the clothes that they wear, and no one in Bolivia really cares about the people on the streets.
What impacted me the most was being in such a melting pot in the areas that we worked in, like Southall, and seeing how different faiths reacted to and responded to what we were doing, and just the different ways that we got to minister to them, even just by loving them.
So we were in a section of London called Southall, which is nicknamed Little India, made up mainly of Hindus, Muslims, and Sikhs. And we had the opportunity to work with the kids who are come from these families. And you know, it was a vacation Bible school. We talked about Jesus. We taught about Jesus. The parents knew it, so it was amazing that the parents let the kids come. We feel like some barriers were really broken between relationships with the church that we were working with and the parents of these kids. The part of the outreach that I enjoyed the most was probably the first half, where we were serving at the Harpenden base. There was such a buzz at the base, there was so much going on. We were able to serve them, to help them in such a way that they were so appreciative of it. They were so glad that we were there. Built relationships with those people at the base was just an amazing opportunity.
Probably my favorite thing about outreach was just being able to put myself aside and serve others first before anything else, and seeing how much that blessed them as well as us.
The most enjoyable thing for me about outreach was the street ministry that I was able to do with the orphan kids in Bolivia, in Santa Cruz especially. Being out there on the streets and traveling around with public transportation, being amongst the crowds, you really get a in-depth feeling of what Santa Cruz is like. You get a real good immersion in the culture, and then just the ministry with the kids on the streets was such a powerful thing.
One of the things we really enjoyed about outreach was the people that we met. There was a really international flavor at the Coatesville base, and we enjoyed that. One of the gals was from Colombia, so she spoke Spanish, and she came with us to the prayer station and prayed for some Spanish speakers that we met. So that was really cool, and we really felt like we could minister to the people. Whether they chose to accept salvation or not, we were able to bless them and encourage them, and we enjoyed meeting all the people.